Derek, you're exactly right. 4 days later, these apartments still empty. The people who lived here now in hotels. Mayor Cavalier Johnson saying the city did not know about the vapor chemical issues when the city granted occupancy permits last summer.
The city was not even aware of those issues when the occupancy, when the permit was issued for the community in the corridor.
Milwaukee's mayor answering questions tonight about the massive apartment complex on an old industrial site. Recent testing showed dangerous levels of trichloroethylene, or TCE, a known carcinogen, prompting an emergency evacuation Saturday, just 8 months after the first residents moved in.
My belief is that that's something that the ownership works out with the DNR, and that's where the jurisdiction lies there.
Online records show the ownership and State Department of Natural Resources had been testing the site for chemicals since 2020. An email from the DNR to the developers this January strongly recommended further testing before anyone moved in. Why were people allowed to live here if there were such high levels of TCE and you had given strong recommendations that no one occupy that building?
So the DNR doesn't have authority we don't issue occupancy permits.
The DNR saying their hands were tied. Mayor Johnson acknowledges those occupancy permits were issued by the city, but don't take into account contamination issues. Where does the accountability lie here?
Again, my belief is that for those occupancy permits, the city does not look into whether or not there's the vapors, such as the incident that happened here. Certainly, I think there's some questions therefore to follow up with the DNR on it.
Moving forward, the mayor says there may need to be changes in the permitting process.
In light of what's happened here, it is good for a review just to make sure that there are no steps that are being missed.
As for the developers, Mayor Johnson says it's too early to place blame. Do you think that the developers are at fault for not doing the testing the DNR strongly suggested before letting people move in?
This is still a developing situation, and so I don't know exactly who ultimately is at fault. I do know that the DNR has tried to be in touch with the ownership.
And Syria, what, if anything, are we hearing from the developers?
Well, Derek, we do know the developers have a mitigation system in place. We have made multiple requests for an interview with the developers. We have been denied every time. Now, they did have a meeting with residents last night. It was closed to media. The residents right now are staying at hotels near the airport. There is no timeline of when they can come home.